3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Forex Trading Show. Forex trading live every weekday morning. Real trades, real profits, zero analysis. Set back, relax, and get ready to profit. And now, your host, Terry from FXWithTerry.com.
Welcome, fellow Forex traders. It's going to be an exciting morning. I'm going to talk some serious smack. We're going to go deep on mind viruses and just helping yourself lose money in the Forex market. I'm going to show you how people help themselves lose money in the Forex market. Pretty crazy, right? Pretty crazy. I don't know. I'm going to sound like a complete douchebag this morning, but I got something thrown at me when I first woke up this morning, which was a private message. Hey, Terry, I'm losing all of my trades. I'm going to have to cancel my subscription. I'm like, what the fuck? I get very little information. And pretty quickly it occurs to me that someone's gone wrong. That's not the word. Someone has gone rogue, not Joe Rogan, but rogue. And I'm like, you can't make this shit up. I don't understand. Get it. I will tell you this. We're going to launch the free signal here in a little bit. Listen to me. You got to listen to me very carefully. If you are using my system, free or subscriber or lifetime license, and there's a fucking glitch for 1.2 seconds in your brain that something isn't working right, please don't continue to do that same stupid thing for 2 weeks and then wonder why things aren't working for you. Here's what I mean. Listen, people do stupid shit. I do stupid shit. I'm not calling anybody stupid, right? I do very little stupid shit. In fact, my number one rule in life when I got up over 40 is this. Don't do stupid shit. I kid you not. Most of my life, I did stupid shit. But once you realize that you're your own worst enemy, maybe you ought to stop. So let me tell you this about my system. You cannot stump me on my own system. There can't be something going on wrong on your end that I can't figure out real goddamn quick. It's always you. My system, it really doesn't mess up. We trade an automated system, and I am up this thing's ass every day. I know exactly what's going on. I know all the trades. I know what's going on, right? You can literally give me a screenshot and ask me one question, and I can realize exactly what you're doing wrong 17 layers deep. And I mean that. So here's the thing. If you're trading Forex, if you're struggling, come trade my system. If you're broke, don't trade my system. That's typically what we're up against. The person that just doesn't have the funds to do it anyway. On the other hand, if you're struggling, come trade my system and do me a favor. You need to be in my ear with specifics, not like, here's a screenshot, what do you think? I'm like, what do you mean, what do I think? Like, get specific. Hey, I'm losing every trade. Why? Okay, let's figure that out. So we'll get into some of that. Let's launch the free trade. Now get into this mindset you have to have. The amount of training that I believe I would have to create to cover every aspect of not necessarily the system, but how you can fuck up the system. How you can screw up. That's what my training is going to have to be. I'm going to have those videos that anticipate the dumbest things you could do and go, don't do them. Okay? Because my system is very simple. You turn it on, you let it roll. There are very few factors that come into it. You have to have a decent enough balance to trade my system. What is that? It's decent. Okay? It ain't $10. It ain't 10 million. It's decent, somewhere in between there. Okay? It's unique to you. My system can trade $100. You would be stupid to do that. You would be stupid to trade $100. Go trade on demo. You're just going to lose your $100 because not that you're going to. I could turn $100 right now into $1,000 this month. I could do it all day long. Why? Because it's a skill set. It's a way of thinking. It's understanding the algorithm. How did I get there? I built it, traded it on demo, and now we've been trading it live for 4 years. The system doesn't lose. You lose. So let's launch the free trade. I have not looked at the overall system. It'd be funny if I launched the free trade as CAD Chief, wouldn't it? And then it'd be freaking massively profitable. Should I do that? Or would that piss you guys off that have been holding on to it forever? Evil laugh. That's my evil laugh. Let's pause. I need to go look at the overall algorithm, and I'll share it with you here. And then we'll choose, the free signal. I'm going to share this with you. Have not looked at this. Everything's smooth. Pretty much the market's going sideways right now, where I can see. I just haven't heard any closures, really. We'll look at what that is. So let's see. AUD CAD would be a good one to jump into. AUD JPY, looking good. AUD NZD is just one of those. Let's see. AUD USD looking really good. You can see our CAD Chief has went ape shit. Chief JPY, what are we doing there? That looks decent. It's all looking good. It's all ready. It is all ready. USD JPY. Speaking of that, I'm going to go to a side note here. Someone this morning said, people started saying, because they don't like certain pairs right now, right? We need to not trade these pairs. We need to not trade the CAD or the Chief, or someone said JPY. I'm like, what's wrong with you guys? Obviously, I haven't been paying attention. AutoHedge. We'll get to that. You don't stop trading a pair because it's ruining you that month or that week. It's a skill set. I am going to help the world by plugging in my AutoHedge to my system. It's going to help. It's not holy grail. And I say that because price action and price movement on certain pairs enters the hedge, takes it out. Enters the hedge, takes it out. So what we're going to have to do to avoid getting all of our auto hedges taken out by price action is we're going to have to set probably a big stop loss. We're going to have to maybe take, you ready? I'm willing to take some losses on a currency pair so the next one, like CAD Chief, can make enough money for the entire month. Okay? It's as simple as that. We'll get to that. Let's jump into the free trade. I'm thinking something up top here. Let's do AUD USD. Let's go look at this on the chart real quick. Make sure we got some distance. Yeah, I like it. I like it. AUD USD. Let me see how many we are in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're in 5. So I'm going to enter the 5th one. I'm going to enter the 5th of AUD USD. Let me pause this. In fact, yeah, give me a second. I'm going to have to launch a couple things on my end because my server is not open. So I'll talk you through this. So 5th trade of AUD USD. That's not what I wanted. Here we go. I am connecting to my VPS server, and we're going to launch the 5th trade of AUD USD. Let me make sure that I have the account in front of me here. Yes, we do. Confirming. Okay. Going to do this momentarily, then I will share the trade on screen. AUD USD. is a nice trade. Nothing magical about it. Don't be thinking you got to jump into this trade because Magic Terry has launched it. This is just a trade from the system. Okay, server's taking a shit on me. Here we are. 5. Okay, there we are. I will come back to the screen here. Need this, and I need this. Well, and I still didn't bring up the free signal. Stand by, here it is. Free signal, AUD, USD. It is a sell trade. What's interesting that you're going to see here is the lot size. Oh, sorry, that was my blurry vision. Let me get my glasses on here. Is a 0.20. However, if you're entering this for the first time, you don't have to go to with the higher lot size. Just go with the base lot size. You'll be fine. You really only you definitely only need to increase the lot size as my system does it. You can see that we're in the 5th trade and it has increased the lot size. But if you're just jumping into this one, jump in at a lot size relevant to your account. Makes me think about this other stuff I want to talk about, but we'll get there. The take profit on this is 0.64329. Please update your take profit to 0.64329 and keep it at that. If the system enters more trades, everybody's got access to the free signal. Seen someone messaged me this morning, password's not working. Keep trying it, buddy. You're just typing it in wrong. When a password's not working in MetaTrader 4, you're typing it in wrong. Simple as that. I have not changed it. Let's go and look at, because I'm curious, since I feel like the market is sideways. Let's go back to the full algorithm on my premium signals monitoring account. And God, we're in about what, 4 dozen trades? And here you go. Actually, not bad at all. We've got $324.93 closure for the day. I don't know why I haven't heard those. Obviously, I slept extremely late today because I am lazy. Don't judge. And wow, that's actually pretty good. So for the week, $1,585 of closure on the entire algorithm, all net profit. Swoosh. It's all a net profit. We're not losing anything. So is this a good time for me to talk about losing? So here's what someone was doing. And it cranks my brain. Like, what? So again, I'm going to emphasize, I know this system and I know how to trade like an absolute goat compared to someone coming in that has no idea what's going on. So do me a favor. If you got an inkling that something isn't working out for you, something doesn't seem right, I need you in the fucking open group chat saying something. Come on, man. Fucking say something. I just seen a guy take forced losses for over 2 weeks and then finally come to me and go, why am I losing? Here is what happened. And again, it just boggles my mind. Let's take a look at, and I really think it was one of these, I think it was on, let's call it on AUD-CAD. Okay, I want you to look at this. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 trades in a basket on AUD-CAD. Okay. The last one is we're starting to head towards take profit. Okay, so the last one is blue. It's in profit. And you know who you are, and I'm not picking on anybody, but I have never seen anybody think this way, do this. But if one person's doing it, it's a goddamn 100 of you doing it that aren't willing to ever say anything. You'll just lose, you'll give up, and you'll move on. Because that's what your average person does. They don't have the tenacity or the balls or the drive or the focus to do anything but lose in their life. You don't have to lose. With my system and my expertise, you never have to lose. You never have to lose if you don't want to. What that person did was they saw that this was a red drawdown trade, and they closed it because they thought they were losing. Did that same thing to this one, closed it, thought they were losing. Did the same thing to this one, closed it, thought they were losing. They closed the auto trades manually. I'm like, what? You did what? Well, yeah, they were losing. These were losing trades. And I'm like, shit, man. That hurts. That hurts. That's a complete 1 billion times 10 trillion mistake. That's a mistake. Okay? We trade in a basket of trades. Here's 4 in a basket. This entire basket will end in a swoosh, a net profit. Nothing but net. You know, kind of like shooting a basketball. I probably got to explain that to people. They're like, what's swoosh mean? It's shooting a basketball and it just only touches the net. It doesn't bounce off of the rim. It's nothing but net profit. More of a metaphor than probably anything. Anyway, do not for 2 weeks straight close down losing trades and wonder why you're losing. I don't get it. I frankly, I don't get it. What are you doing? What's going on? Jesus. You know what, Derek? Derek says mind virus alert. I don't even think that's a mind virus. You know what? Maybe it could be. People are like, don't take any losses on your, get out at a stop loss. Come on, man. This just blew my mind. So, the person was holding on to this last trade, which is in the blue right now. As soon as it went red, they would have forced it loss and said, I don't know why I'm losing, right? Now, another thing that I dug into, I have to be careful with this one, but just, you guys all know this, but there's so many people watching that are absolutely freaking silent. They'll come across this video 3 years from now, having no idea how Forex trading works. And of course, I'll come off as a jerk because that's my personality. I come off as a jerk. I'm not actually a jerk. I come off as a jerk. It's a lot of the matter-of-factness. It's a lot of the, Jesus, when I see somebody do something dumb, I'm like, I got to point it out. Quit doing dumb shit. Right? It's like, that's how I help you. I see you do something dumb. I'm like, hey, stop doing that. That's dumb. And you're like, well, why are you calling people dumb? I didn't call anybody dumb. That's dumb. What you just did is dumb. Stop doing dumb shit. So, another thing I see people constantly do, and I'm going to, we've talked about this ad nauseum. Get an offshore broker with high leverage. It's your only chance in this market. It's your only chance to make anything happen. You take a U.S. broker like Olanda or Forex.com. I'm pretty sure Forex.com is giving like 50 to 1 leverage. They're giving you a leverage of 50. Absolute shit. That's exactly what Olanda's giving you. However, if you look at those U.S. brokers, on some pairs, they're only giving you 10, 20, 30 leverage. The leverage is shit. You'd have to have $1 million account to make $100 a day. Whereas with 500 leverage, you could have a $1,000 account and make $100 a day. I'm not making you any promises. You probably can't. You're probably the person that when it turns red, you'll close it, force a loss upon yourself because you just didn't know. I get that you just didn't know. I don't know where there was any information that would have told you to do that. Like you're trading my system. You're trading the fxwithterry.com system that I go around saying, we don't lose, we don't lose. And for 2 weeks, you force losses upon yourself. You're like, this guy, like, I'm the biggest scammer in the world if I'm saying that. And the game is to force your own losses. Don't do that. Stop trading with low leverage, you guys. I mean, I don't even know if there's any legality about whether I can recommend brokers and stuff. I think I can. I mean, I'm telling you what I would do. Go get an offshore broker. Yeah, you got to trick the system a little bit because they don't like U.S. people, blah, blah, blah. You got to go get a VPN, a virtual private network. You got to change your IP address to just kind of get through the system. And then once you do, because it's just a name and an email address, they're not asking you for your fucking social or your address or anything else. So if they're going to be someone who doesn't ask for a bunch of info, then you don't have to give them a bunch of info. And it's not a worry that, what freaking country you're in. The only reason those brokers are disallowing U.S. customers is because they hate the United States, because the United States will come in, the Federal Trade Commission will take all your money just for the hell of it and just shut you down. They're worldwide thugs, worldwide bullies. That's as much as I'm going to say about that. I will create a very specific training video because we've been telling people all along, yeah, go here, do this. And because they can't get it done on their own, they go to a broker like Oanda or Forex and they take shit leverage and then they're like, I'm not making any money. Well, of course you're not. Because they're goddamn doing their best to prevent you from doing that. Derek says, a very long 500-word comment. Let's see here. Why can I not get this to minimize? There we go. Talking about the CAD chief. Said it's temporary. 1 week is CHF, next week's USD. It went away. Trade the market flow, not the pair you think it's going to be nice to you. They all will make you happy and hose you. Absolutely. 100% correct. Look at Derek speaking moments of truth this morning. Come back here. All right. So what else can I say about that other than launching the free signal? This was the full, let me go back to that briefly. Yeah, AUD USD sell trade. What's the takeaway here? If you are that new, and most people are, I don't get why with the best system on the face of the earth, I don't get why I am attracting people that have never traded Forex before. Although, as I say that out loud, I think I have an answer for myself. The reason I attract absolute greeny, newbie people is that the people that are out there trading Forex, when they hear me, they think I'm full of shit. They have been so brainwashed, and they have so many mind viruses. Set a stop loss. Only risk 1% to 2% of your account. Just really dumb shit. Mind viruses, right? Maybe that's a more polite way to say it. We'll call it a mind virus instead of, calling you stupid. I'm not calling anybody stupid. I'm saying don't do stupid shit. Don't do stupid shit. If you feel stupid, I don't know, are you? I've felt stupid before, was I? So, I'm trying to think. So the big takeaway here is leverage my knowledge. It was kind of funny. Everyone tried to help someone in the group this morning, and I'm like, you guys stop. Because you guys were like, ping, 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 random. What about this idea? What about this idea? And I'm like, no. You got to force the person that's asking the question to be specific. What's wrong with what you're asking? What's missing? Type of thing. Typically, I have the ability to dig into someone's actual copy account, and it took me all of about 47 seconds to go, oh shit. This person is just their own worst enemy. Don't be that. Come into the group. I don't care how you feel. I don't care about your feelings, really. Come into the group and ask the question. We will straighten you the hell out. More importantly, probably I will. Everyone else is going to mislead the hell out of you. I just am very intimate with the system. I know how it works. What can we look at? There's not a lot to look at. We could jump around. I will look at one thing while I'm talking out loud here. As far as the auto hedge goes, let me pull up this account. I think it's this one here. Yeah, this looks pretty nice. So, gold scalper fade at a really nice closures overnight. We had 3 entries, 3 wins. Now, this reminds me. The gold scalper did a buy trade. Okay. It could have easily just done a sell trade because the gold scalper is looking at a very short time frame, It's looking at the 1 minute time frame. No higher than the 5 minute. But I think I got it on the 1 minute. It's scalping profits. Now, I called out a buy trade yesterday. And I probably don't have the screenshot. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Stand by. I think I have the image. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to move some stuff around the screen. So give me a second. It's not going to let me do that. Yeah, I got it here. All right, let me open this up, and I'll share it with you. So let me see if this actually comes up on the screen. It's just a screenshot image. I'm going to have to... Let's see. Entire screen, current application, Finder, preview. Here we go. I think this will work. There you go. So you should be able to see this. I called a gold buy trade yesterday, and I called it manually because I'm looking at a long-term play here. 2 days, 3 days, 7 days, 9 days, 12 days, 14 days. It could play out like that. What I'm suggesting is that this middle line up here is a 1 year average of the price. Okay? This middle line is a 1 year average of the price. It has pushed down to 1 layer and now down 2 layers. It's only done that twice, once or twice in the past year has it pushed down that far. I'm suggesting that we could possibly get a pullback from this what's called lower 2 level. We're going to get a pullback to the lower 1 line, or maybe even more importantly, all the way back to the middle. So that's a buy trade. And it could take days or weeks to play out. Could I be wrong? Hell yes, I could. Could this push down to the lower 3 at the bottom of the image here? Hell yes, it could. However, if you enter a buy, and I need to, hold on a second here. I need to pull this up better on my end. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work very well. And I just messed it up. All right, now it's pissing me off. Stand by. It's not pulling up for me. I'm going to have to do that again, aren't I? I probably don't necessarily need it, but give me a second here. I'm not used to switching all these different windows. I have everything basically set. Let's try this again. I got 80 things open on my computer. Here it is. Wow, what a fucking nightmare that was. Let's share this again, and I'll finish what the hell I was saying, because now I'm pissed off. So, I'm suggesting a buy trade. Scale into it. That means start out at a low lot size. Expect this to play out over several days, several weeks. Start out at the lowest lot size. See if I'm even right. The likelihood of me being right is I wouldn't even call this if I didn't think this is the time to enter a buy. It could pull back. And if you're in at a low lot size, hold on to it. You have a little bit of drawdown. Big deal. It's not going to continue to pull back so far that it never comes back to that median price, the middle price, the line you see on the chart here. It's just a mathematical representation of what the price has done for the last year. You see these big wicks on all these sideways movement? It's because they know people are buying right now. Taking out your stop, taking out your stop, taking out your stop, taking out. Did I say taking out your stops? Taking out your stop. That's all they're doing. Even this most recent candle here. Wick on the top, wick on the bottom. They're taking out your stops because they're going to move it. They're going to move it. Look at this candle way back here. Look at this huge red candle. Unbelievable movement. That was in one day. They can do it. Hell, they may push it down, but it has to come back to this median price, or the money that they're dumping in to move, the big banks they're dumping in to move this, they're in huge drawdown. They're ready to move it. Guess what? They need some money to move it. So they're like, look at these wicks. Take your stop out. Take your stop. 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 It's still doing it. Okay. Then they're going to move. They might do a fake out the other way, and then they're going that way. Mark my fucking words. So everybody started freaking out. When should I take profit? I'm like, God damn, just enter the trade. This is on the day chart. I mentioned that. It's on the day chart. It's very slow. I seen a guy show $247 worth of profits yesterday. I'm like, okay, you did a scalp on my long-term buy. You got lucky because it could have went against. It could have still pulled back, and in fact, it did. In fact, for you to make a profit on that green candle with a wick on the top and a wick on the bottom, you were pretty damn good. You got lucky. That's not my intent of this trade. My intent is to enter and hold this. You get a candle that starts going in the right direction, scale in again. You get one that goes in the right direction, scale in again. You get another one that goes in the right direction, scale in again. Take profit when you want. But I'm looking to take profit at the lower one level that you can see in the image, or quite possibly the middle. That's where it's headed. That's where it's going to go. So let's get out of that. Let me close that down. Let me come back to this. Here we are. Gold looking good. Gold feeling good. As far as, I said it kind of like, I really don't have any specific update. I've tried a couple different things on the auto hedge. I believe here's where we're going to end up. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be a level of protection that your average person freaks the fuck out on, because here's what's going to happen. You're going to have pairs that take an entry and go right towards profit, and they don't turn out very profitable because there was no pullback. There was no hedge required. Stand by, I need a drink. And you're going to take a little loss on something like that. And you're going to be really fucking upset. But I don't give a shit, because we're going to get trades like CAD Chief, and we've had these pairs all summer. Think about it. If all you traded was the 6 trades this year that went 20 to 40 deep against us, and you traded them all with a hedge on the 3rd trade, you'd be so far up this year, you didn't need to trade you didn't give a shit about the little $17 loss that you had to take, because the auto hedge was taken, but got taken out, and then the trade went right into profit. That's going to happen. It's 6 and 1/2 dozen the other. There's a balance, but this auto hedge is going to be incredible. I'm going to program it to be auto, and I am going to manipulate it on pairs that I need to. Okay, to reduce the potential loss, and we're talking little losses. No loss off of net profit, right? Like, we're going to get net profit. You will end in a net profit. But sometimes the price action is so crazy on a pair where you enter a hedge, you get taken out, enter a hedge, you get taken out. I need to increase that stop loss distance. I need to say I'm willing to risk a little bit of a loss to be able to be in and still be in a hedge on a pair that finally just runs away on us, because the profits are going to be massive. When you see that, you'll be very happy. So that, I would believe I can launch it next week. We'll see. I need some movement this week. I need to kind of play with the algorithm just a little bit, tweak just a couple little ideas, an idea that I had on Friday and implemented. Here we are on Monday. I don't like how it turned out. I got rid of it, right? And I'm on a test account. We really can't look at the test account right now because I've forced a bunch of losses, and you're going to feel like this thing's losing. Now, the test account is simply designed for my testing and for me to see how it plays out. I believe that's it. That's about all I wanted to say. If you feel bad about me using the word stupid towards people, don't. It's a good way. It's like using the F word when you're fighting. You start dropping F-bombs. It's an attention seeker. It gets attention, and yeah, that's all I'll say on that. I could go in deeper. Don't do stupid stuff. Simply come into the group and ask me. You know, typically stupid stuff is stuff you don't even know you're doing. And you look back and go, wow, why was I doing that? I don't know why you were doing that. Stop trading with low leverage. Stop not trusting the algorithm. Trust the algorithm. It's damn good. With this auto hedge, it will be damn good. So that's it for a Monday, December 9th. I will see you tomorrow, Tuesday. Come on into the group, fxwithterry.com. Get engaged. Bunch of people sitting back, doing absolutely nothing, just watching. People and people out there with the auto system forcing trades closed, wondering why they're losing. I don't get that one, but anyway, don't do that. Don't do stupid stuff. And ask me if you have any issues. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you for joining us on the Forex Trading Daily Live Show. Get access to all of the free trades with full auto trading at fxwithterry.com. Be sure to subscribe and get notified of the daily live stream. And get ready for your next profitable Forex trade.